Hey tubers, this is Mcjuggernuggets, aka Raymond. Let's pull up a chair or a stool, either one of these. This thing is really it's uncomfortable, but let's have a little talk, guys, about Mcjuggernuggets. Now, we've seen the videos of all the Mcjuggernuggets as ever put up. And, oh man, it makes you wonder, did he have a good life or a bad life? Despite all that, I just saw the new video that just came out, and I have to tell you guys that it's crazy how his dad is actually up on that Matterhorn and seeing him and everything. Now, let's start from the beginning, from the looks of it, guys. Jesse had a good life. I can tell you this. He playing video games. He was doing his videos. But I think ever since when in the first Psycho Dad video, when he destroyed his Xbox, that's where his life went down the drain. And this is all because of a video game system. It makes you wonder that, does he really believe that a video game console means the world to him and everything? But like I said before, these are just things, but I'm getting ahead of myself on this point. Where to start? His brother pulling pranks on him, and he doesn't get the support of his dad by punishing him and everything. And a lot of things went wrong. He destroys Xbox a lot of times. He destroys his car. We see him destroy a room. We see him destroy an RV. It's like everything that he does, every choice that he makes is always the wrong choice. But hey, he had a good life. He had family. He had friends. But I think ever since when he did those video games, it started to get to his head back then. You know, guys? This is what I'm talking about. You know that when you get in trouble, you're supposed to accept your punishment and not like try to hide the fact that you're doing these things. Like when he got in trouble and he's not supposed to play video games, he still went on and did it. We've seen him played one of his friend's Game Boy SPs, and how he retaliated was destroying his dad's TV with a bat and saying, "I demand respect." Like I told you guys, you earn respect by example, and he did not set an example right there. So he destroyed his TV just because of that. And he said that I'll destroy this TV because you love that more than me. And his dad looked and said, "Oh, you know that's not true." What makes him think that he only did that because since he took away his games, he's going to take away the TV? Because it shows that he doesn't love him at all. All fathers care for their sons. It's just, how can you, and this is the thing I'm going to say, how can you love a son that disrespects you and doesn't listen to anything that you say? My dad taught me that a good son would actually follow the rules and show him respect, because parents always show their kids respect, and that's a good thing. They deserve respect because they've done everything for you and for everybody, and Jesse needs to realize that. But let's get back to that point. And when he stuck the Game Boy, he stuck the Xbox, and he put it in the Moore building, and he threw the Xbox in the pool. That shows right there that he literally jumped in the pool and went and got his system out. That shows right there that he is addicted to gaming. And, well, hey, we all are, but we don't go into the earth for our system and such. They're just things. Like when they went to the UK and went on that show, Virtually Famous. Like I said, guys, it's a television show where they talk to people who are very famous, obviously, on the internet. And Jesse and his dad were actually famous on that channel. So, being in the UK, going around in London, like seeing everything, because you're in a different country, and that's a chance of a lifetime. Because you're in another country, you should enjoy it. But Jesse just stayed in the hotel and was playing video games a lot. But, like I said, it's just the fact that he decides to play instead of going out there and seeing the world, seeing a different country. And we all know how his dad retaliated on that by destroying his Nintendo DS, put it in the tub, filling it up with water. So they decide to get him back. Oh, how they repay him back right there? When his dad destroyed his YouTube play button, which him and Jeffrey were arguing about. Well, bear in mind, Jeffrey was the one who recorded all of it, so it is partially his. But Jesse decides to take all the credit and doesn't want to share the play button with his brother because, in Jesse's mind, that's my YouTube play button because you put those videos on my channel, so it's mine. Well, like I said before on the other videos, I'll say it again. Jesse wouldn't have been famous if it hadn't been for his brother for putting him on that channel. So, by retaliating to his dad, him and Jeffrey decides to get back at him by destroying his trophies. And how did his dad fight back? He grabbed the Wii U and barbecued the hell out of it. And the funny thing was that he said, bust another one and said, you already destroyed by Wii U, I got nothing left to lose. It's like, really? Your life's more important than video games, I can tell you that, Jess, but we all know how that happened. He kicked him out. He kicked him out, I would say, 3 times. 3 times. The first time he kicked him out was when he destroyed his trophies. The second time is when Jesse lied to his dad and found out that he pushed his brother in the pit. And the third time was when, technically he didn't kick him out. He literally just ran away. After when he destroyed the room in the morgue building, he decides, that's it. I'm out of here. But every time the problems that Jesse has to face, everyone has to be involved. I mean, look at Uncle Larry, for example. He had his RV destroyed by by his dad, because Jesse did not listen to Aunt Melissa, and she told him to leave. And the funny thing is, like I said before, Jesse should respect Aunt Melissa right there because that was her property. It's not just his uncle's and Georgie's property. That's hers too. What possessed him to ask Georgie, can I live here? Just go ahead, you can stay here. All right. And not tell Aunt Melissa. I mean, that's the thing, guys. That's the one thing I've been saying through all this time, because I don't think he understands the fact that that's not his property. And you're going to tell her that, let me stay here, please. I'm here now, so why can't you just let me stay here? And look what happened. She decided to call his dad, and he destroyed the RV. And the funny thing was, when she was out there, she saw the damages. Jesse was on her ass saying, why did you call him? Why did you do that, Aunt Melissa? Why? And she just turned around and said, I told you not to fuck with me. What, Jesse thought, what? Did Jesse think that she was playing, or she said she wasn't going to do anything? Well, she did. She did. And I like how he looks, do you even care about me at all? Like, how can you care about someone that disrespects you, doesn't follow your rules, and you have to go behind their back and do what you want to do? That's the thing, guys. Aunt Melissa may be a bitch and everything. I mean, we've seen all of that. We've seen what she did. But she was there for his mom. And she was only helping. And the way that he yelled at her, just because that the RV got destroyed, she said, do you even care about me at all? I think the real question is, Jesse, do you even respect Aunt Melissa at all? Despite the fact that you know that you were not supposed to be on her property because you did not ask her for permission. You asked the son. Which has no relevance in this thing at all. He ran away from his problems. And his problems came to him in the form of a backhoe. So, despite all this stuff, he had a good life, but his choices, he made bad choices. Like when him and Jeffrey were actually fighting over the 1 million subscriber play button. They were fighting, and he decides to retaliate by pranking Jeffrey one time by destroying his PS4. So how he repaid him? With the help of Corn, he decides to pull a prank on Jesse by hauling him up with a net and told him to give me a good shout out to my channel. And he did. But he took it a little far, guys, I'll admit that, by stomping on his glasses, then they fought. And when they locked him in the dog pen, they settled their differences and talked about why the hell that happened and how we're going to fix it. He let him out. But the one thing I thought that was really wrong was Jesse was actually lying to his mom, saying that Jeffrey fought us and he had his hands around my throat and he threatened me with a bottle, saying that I'll bash you with it if you tell Mom and Dad what happened. And sure enough, he almost got away with it if it hadn't been for one of his friends who messaged him on his PS4 saying, I saw the video of you bashing a bottle on your brother's head. And what's worse, the mom was there and saw that message. And he's still saying that, no, it was a joke and everything, and she actually told him. And I love the fact that he said that, I couldn't just tell you. I mean, if I did, look at how you're reacting right now. I mean, think about this, guys. If you guys were parents, how would you feel that your kids were fighting each other and they hit each other they were using bottles as weapons? And if you look at the video, we can't tell that Jeffrey actually put his hands around his neck. We can't tell. He almost got away with it, and he was trying to tell Jeffrey that we should just say that we came to agreement. Nope, Jeffrey didn't want to do that. It's like saying that, no, Jess, you lied. You knew what you were doing, so you have to pay for it. Hell, I think Jeffrey got paid for it by getting a bottle smashed on his back of his head. But as for Jesse, for him trying to get away with it, saying that it was all Jeffrey's fault. But you know, Jeffrey did throw him under the bus, saying that it was Jesse's idea to do his dad's destruction of trophies. So pretty much they're even. But like the mom said, I think you guys are taking this a little too far. And I think they have. End the series, guys. So, 30 grand. He was getting ready to move out. But the one thing I found very funny was he actually had $30,000 in cash, and put it in a backpack. If you've seen the video of where Buzz's new house, they're talking about the apartment, or I forgot what video it was. He asked Jesse asked him and said, so how much, what can I pay you with? He goes, cash, check, it doesn't matter, man. He said check too. Cash, check, doesn't matter. But he decided to do money. But the one thing I find very interesting is that I'm going to go tell my dad that I'm leaving. I wonder if he's actually going to say, I'm proud of you and everything. That's being desperate, guys. That is being desperate. Saying, alright, I can't wait. I'm going to get out of here and go get my house. I think I'll tell my dad. I'm going to tell my dad that I'm going to move out. I got my own place, a house, and I'm hoping that he'll be proud of me for once. He didn't get anything like that. It's good luck, man. I hope everything goes well. And Jesse just looked and said, really? That's all you're going to say? And he said, well, what else do you want me to say? Like, I'm glad for you. I'm proud of you. Why don't you do that? Say that. He didn't get it. But when he found out that there was cash in there, and he found out that he was making money off of him, he actually said that. Yes, of course I'm making money off you. That's the premises of doing these videos. He threw in the safe. A safe that we all knew that Jesse was going to crack anyway. One day he was going to crack it. He tried hammers. He tried calling the safe company, trying to find out if you could reset the combination. And he tried to act like his dad on the phone, saying, "I forgot my password. Do you know a combination? Do you know what the combination of the safe is?" They said, "I could be Dad. I could be convincing." Oh yeah. He said that you're going to be just like your dad, like Melissa said. And he's trying to act like his dad through a phone. But his life went down the drain when he killed his psycho dad. He was in a room where they had him, where he had to do all the videos after the fan mail incident. If you're wondering about the fan mail, he had 2 years, I would say a year or a year and a half's worth of fan mail in a room, all piled up, yay high. And you want to know how his dad got rid of it? He burned the hell out of it. He burned it. But you know what, guys? Like I said before, that he did not tell his dad about the whole thing. So, what does he do? He tries to tell him that your mom, he has mom's stuff out there. He was going to put mom's stuff after the divorce in that closet. And then he finds out that there was a whole mess of fan mail. And he read letter after letter saying, your dad should chill out. Your dad's a douchebag. Your dad's a dick. Why don't he should go to hell? Hey, if you want, I can kill him for you so you make your life better. It's like, really? They say he's not promoted. You can't control what these kids say. Oh, there's one way to control it. Make a video and say, please don't talk to my dad that way. No, but no, he did not. He allowed everyone to talk shit about him, about his father. And his letter got destroyed. But I think they planned that letter one time. I'm sure the dad read it, saying that, I think you're a cool guy. I think you owning all the equipment, lawnmowers, tractors, you name it, I would like to do something like that on my summer break. Because I like all the things that you do. And the funny thing was, that was in there. That was the last of the fan mail there was. Despite, he found a hairnet, which that was stupid. So, he killed his father. And he ran away, driving off in his dad's truck. He thought that he won. But when he opened the bag, he found out that 30 grand wasn't in there. I would say there was about $2,000 or $3,000 in that bundle, I'm guessing. He didn't get what he wanted. He said that, he did talk to court one time saying that, what if it's not there? Yes, I don't know, but I'm hoping that all of it's in there. I'm hoping. I gotta hope. But despite all that, I think we saw in that video that it was fake. At the end, it said, "Well, guys, that's a wrap." End of Rigid Studios. And from the looks of it, 5 days later, we see a new video of him doing a new series. I guess that's a good way of saying that, nah, I shouldn't give up. I should keep going. Maybe I should just fix, or maybe just do a series to understand what the hell's going on in his life. From episode 1, from the rebirth, all the way up to the Matterhorn, it's coming to place on what the hell's going on, and maybe we'll get the answers that we're looking for. What is he going to face? His demons and instead of, or run away from it. You decide. Do you guys think he had a good life or a bad life? I think we all know that he had a terrible life because he made bad choices. But along the way, he did some good stuff. He had some good times and bad. But you can't just focus on the bad all the time. Well, his psycho dad did that when he read most of the fan mail and saw only the bad stuff. But we all see him as a psycho dad anyway, so what should we think of him as? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Do you guys think that Mcjuggernuggets had a good life or a bad life when you watched all the videos from the beginning all the way to now? You tell me. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive, everyone.